Hello, this is the LEGO Marvel 2024 Rockets Warbird vs. Ronan set. I paid $38 US for this, and it comes with 290 pieces. This is from Guardians of the Galaxy 1, so it's a little bit awkward for it to be released now, and I don't think that it was a particularly memorable thing from the movie. It's a fine ship and all. Do keep in mind that this is not intended to be something like the Milano or the Benatar. It's supposed to be a smaller ship. You know, it was Rocket's own. Comes with these two figures. I did build this live over on my Twitch channel. I'll show you the figures in just a minute as usual, but first let's focus on the main thing that you're paying for here. This looks a little bit caricatured, but watch this. See, if I do this, it actually looks kind of right. That's pretty proper, especially for its size. That's pretty proper. All this shaping here, and I love the fact that all of the geometric shaping, all the colors and everything, all that is taken care of with genuine building. You actually build that up. It doesn't rely on a bunch of stickers. In fact, there are no stickers in this set. However, once I start doing this, it starts to fall apart for me. It starts to look much, much older than it's supposed to, and especially with that tall canopy, that really, really tall bubble canopy like that just sticks up too much and makes it look extra toyish. It is, of course, a toy. This is 100% a toy for kids, but I'm just saying, you know, it looks too tall, and that really takes away from my enjoyment of it personally. And I thought that it had to be that tall in order to accommodate Rocket standing up, because Rocket has those short legs, so you can't bend the legs on it. And I thought that you needed that extra height, but you don't. Look at all that headroom underneath there. And he's also standing on a big platform, so he could have been even further down. But I guess this is just the closest shape that they had. All right, I got to move on past that. It has the two 6-stud shooters there, which I don't recommend using usually. But I mean, hey, it's up to kids to do what they want. It's just that these do spread the studs absolutely everywhere, and they tend to get lost pretty quickly. The more of them you shoot, the more of them you end up losing. It doesn't look so great from around the back, but it doesn't look terrible, honestly. You know, all things considered. Again, it just has the weird proportions. You do also have these spring-loaded shooters. If you don't like those things sticking out there, or if they annoy you, they get in the way, or you accidentally shoot them from touching them when you don't want to, just leave them out. That's fine. But the structure up here is pretty nice. These are iridescent pieces. I like those. And down here, this is not iridescent, but looks pretty good. There's nothing that you can open up in the back, strangely. I already showed you the entirety of the interior right there. There's one extra thing that I like about this interior, and it's not the printed console piece. It's those little hinge inserts on the sides, because they used it was a 4x6 like trapdoor style of piece for it, basically kind of framing this space out and making sure that everything stays a certain distance apart. And I don't know if this is intentional or not, but those definitely look like little control sticks to me, or levers. It looks like the figure would be reaching out to those. So I think that's a cool little thing. Nice part usage, unexpected, greebly detail in there. But beyond that, he holds one figure standing up. Maybe a regular figure can stand up as well. That's why they got the extra headroom in there. But all in all, yeah, it just I guess it kind of looks fun in a way. It just doesn't look as sleek as it ought to. But it's a fine toy. It really is. It's easy to grab. It's definitely way more sturdy than I thought it would be, and more involved as a build. Felt more involved. Felt more interesting to put it together than I expected. The figures are good, though. I think it's a good Rocket with a good torso, and the printing for the head I think looks pretty good. For some reason, with this particular color scheme, I feel like the white, the fringes, not the snout, but around the eyes and the cheeks, just, I don't know, looks a little bit more classy to me. But the Ronan figure is the star of this show, in my personal opinion, because that's just a really good Ronan figure through and through. It's a good face print. The second generation version of Hood, I think, really works for that character. And the prints going through the torso, hips, and the legs are lined up pretty well, and they just look good. They have the right amount of subtlety. This is a custom specialized cut of cape piece for him as well, and it does have that very good alternate face that captures one of the expressions of the character as seen on screen, I think, really well. So, and you got a nice print back here as well. But I think that this is the star of the entire set, personally. Otherwise, I'm just left with these leftover pieces, which are mostly ammo for the 2 or 3 different shooters. The price of $38 US feels kind of okay at first glance when just looking at this for the size of it as viewed from the outside and from the front and from the top. But once you look at it from back here and realize that this is all hollow space, and you recognize that all of the height here is mostly unusable because ultimately it just holds a figure in this cockpit, which has plenty of room. If Rocket could sit down, you would basically not need any of this down here. It's kind of not used for anything. And then again, everything just cuts off back here. So ultimately, I think there's less value here than meets the eye at first. And I personally would have preferred to see this for what's actually here. I prefer to see this at like $30. Also would have liked to see just one other little accessory or something for that. Doesn't necessarily need a whole other minifigure. At least the minifigures that are here are good, but something more to make it worth 30. I can give it 30 at this, but only that. And also, again, it just doesn't seem like something that's of that much interest to kids today. Or collectors as a Guardians of the Galaxy 1 specific, kind of, I don't know, just something that didn't have lasting value as an object, as a film asset. So yeah, I'm fine with passing on this one or recommending a pass on it unless you really like what you see. In which case, of course, come to your own conclusions. Use your own. Your own decision-making process. Never listen to just one random person on the internet. But my thoughts about this are it's a little bit cool, but not worth the money, and probably you'd just be better off finding something else better to do with that money, because there's a lot of good stuff on the market from Lego right now. But anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Many more videos to bring you, many more builds to do on Twitch, and I'll talk to you soon.